seats and welcome to the story of my dancing journey. My name is Lana Novak, I'm 17 years old and I have been dancing for around 5 years. When I say that I have been dancing for 5 years, I don't mean like dancing and partying in the clubs, while instead I mean that I have been participating in being a dance sport athlete. So I mentioned that term, dance sport, and you are probably wondering what that term actually means. So the dance sport is actually a combination of 3 factors, which are sport, dance, and show. All of these factors must be developed on the same level of perfection once you step on the dance floor. Dance sport is divided into 2 categories, which are Latin American dances and ballroom dances. Latin American dances consist of samba, cha-cha-cha, rumba, paso doble, and jive. I'm sure that at least some of you have heard of some of these dances through movies or certain songs. On the other hand, ballroom dances are English waltz, tango, Venus waltz, slow foxtrot, and quick step. Today, I will be focusing on the first category that I mentioned, which are Latin American dances, because I have personally achieved more in that category and I have personally been more determined to that category. So I'm here with my coach that has been supporting me and pushing me forward since the day I started dancing. I'm glad to introduce you with Alma Selmovic. Alma, welcome here, and thank you for joining me today. I will have a small talk with her about some simple questions that are very often to the public that does not dance at all. In the life of an athlete, what do you find more important, dedication or motivation for what you are doing right now?
So, first of all, I don't think so that is a very simple question, because the motivation is something new in every sport today, I think so. Because motivation starts when you feel that you love something, some sport, some person, some situation. So I think so that with motivation you can start a very good job. You can start to train, to go some classes or something like that, and you will have some deeper feelings, or you will maybe understand better some sports, but with dedication you can make the results. So I think so that these 2 factors or segments are very important to use together, because a lot of people have motivation when they start to push themselves to work hard or to go out of their comfort zone, and after that they start to feel motivation and they start to doing better and better some, I don't know, sports stuffs or some school stuffs, never mind. That is mean that if you feel very good motivation, you can do it good dedication, you can do it that you have some better, that you have some, maybe that you have more opportunities to be better in the sport you do. I think so that with motivation you have good start, you can, I don't know, maybe you can feel good in that, but when you put dedication in that, you can have very, very good results.
In your opinion, what makes dance sport unique compared to other sports or physical activities?
So we know, everybody knows what are benefits when you dance, physical benefits. But I think so that a lot of people doesn't know what are psychical or emotional benefits with dancing. So with dance, you travel a lot. You meet a lot of people, because when you are a football player, you go with your team and you have a play game on how we can say that, and you know the other team, maybe coaches. But when you go on dance competition, you meet a lot of different kind of people, because you have connection with the other dancers, with the other teachers, with the judges, with the public, and a lot of regular people who are in that place in that time. So I think so that is different perceptions, because you meet a lot of people, you travel a lot, you can feel, I don't know if it is good term to say feel. You can maybe understand the feelings of other people, because when you look at someone who is dancing, you can try to take his feelings on yourself. You can, I don't know how to say,
to read them.
Yes, you can read that feelings. You can understand what they want to say with their performance. With dance, you start to be more braver. You start to be more, I don't know, self-confident. You can speak. You don't have some shy or something like that. Because you are dancing in front of public, you have communication with them. You don't have a problem with, I don't know, making video, be in front of camera. Yes, and something like that. So that is very important. When we speak about emotional moment, when you are sad, you can go on ballroom dance and make your best dance performance, and you can express your emotional. In different situations, in different sports, you have to go to, I don't know, some doctor, psychologist, or how we can say that. You have to speak with somebody. That is very good, and every sports need to have that. But in dance, you can improve your emotionals when you want, when you need that. Okay, I'll go in some ballroom, put the music, and try to be happy, try to be sad. That is very good emotion. We dance may push the athletes to be creative, to make different atmosphere, and I think so that is very good. In other sports you can do that, because you have train. This is sport and the show and the life and everything in one circle. You have to do it, everything has to be good, to be a good dancer, to be good sport athletes in these sports.
Yes, I would agree on this one, because dance is combination of that show, dance, and sport, and that is the thing that makes dance like very unique.
Yes.
Dance sport very unique as a sport and as a dance, as a type of dance. It's actually a very unique type of dance. It's not, I don't want to sound mean to other types of dances. I definitely love all types of dances, but like dance sport is something that you can't see like every day and everywhere actually.
Yes, but in Latin dance, what we do on, I will say in sport dance, but when we take Latin dance, like structure, we have 5 dances: samba, cha-cha, rumba, paso doble, jog, and all of these dances are different. So when I will take paso doble, because every time we speak about samba, cha-cha, I will take now as example, for example, paso doble. So paso doble is created from 3 other dances. In paso doble, you can see flamenco, you can see tango, and you can see the bullfight. So that is 3 different kinds of emotion in one dance. So what you think, how many emotion you have in dance, 5 dance, or in 10 dance we speak about ballroom dance?
I'm here with Dina Papo, Bosnian and Hercegovinian well-known ballerina. Dina, thank you for joining me today. I am here to share some opinions with Dina and her personal experiences. Dina, my first question for you is, do you think that people in Bosnia and Herzegovina tend to be conservative about the dance as a sport?
Wow, thank you. First of all, thank you for your invitation, of course. I'm not sure. It's huge differences between dance, art, and sport. My opinion. It's not just my opinion. Sport is sport. The art and the dance art, it's a difference, a big difference, because through the dance you have to show us more than your abilities for physically, psychically, you know, and other things. In art, dance art, you have to show us, tell story, emotion, your another kind of abilities to acting, to hearing of music. The sportsman, it depends on sport, of course. It's not usual for them. I mean, when you see the gymnastic, the nice boy, girls give gymnastic, you see, you heard the music, but they don't follow strictly the music. We have to follow music, especially if you're a classic dancer, like I was. It's very important how they improve that kind of difference in sport and dance through the something like performing. The sport have another obligation, like basketball. They have to make score of, you know, the baskets. Football, also they have a good pass, very fast running. Of course, the dancers also have to be very, very preparing physically. But like I tell you, it's a different kind of your skills. The God gives you something for art, and we don't forget that dance very influenced many another kind of arts.
My next question for you is, have your environment and people you were surrounded by at any stage of your dancing journey impacted on you, both positively and negatively, and how did you overcome it or go through that?
When I was dancer, of course, young dancer, of course, another kind of people, I mean dancers, special soloists, first dancers, was like gods for me. I mean, I look at them, I try to copy them, I try to be like them, but of course it depends on your skills. I mean, you're educated, and of course about your mentally, how we call it in English, abilities to take everything that. Slowly you understood where are you in an ensemble of some professional ensemble like National Theatre, Ballet Company. Of course, that depends on your ambition. Many dancers, it's, for them it's okay if they just come in a ballet company, like ensemble, and it's enough. But if you have ambition to be soloist, you have to work hard, and not just work hard, just enjoy what you work. And yes, it was a very difficult moments. You don't understood some choreography, you don't go on in meaning what is mean. But in classical ballet, you have, it's usually, you have a good choreographers, you have a good pedagogues, you have good friends around you, and they help you. It's exists jealousy between the dancer, but it's not something evil, it's not something bad, it's good for competition. I think like that. And of course, for me, the most difficult moment was when I injured myself, it's Achilles tendons, and that moment, it's a very difficult injury. You understood how you sensitive, our body is so vulnerable, and you couldn't just heal that, and okay, you go and continue. No, it's very difficult to again trying to dance, to jump, to make some movement, to be with partners, and it was very, very difficult. But exists another kind of job in ballet company, and I'm very happy. I was a student in a very famous ballet academy, it's Vaganova, in St. Petersburg, Naša, and that kind of education opened my eyes, opened my soul, opened my mind to another kind of investigation in ballet art.
Yes, I would agree that in dance there is always some ups and downs, and you can always be motivated and demotivated. But when you are it's not always about the motivation. You have to be dedicated. You have to go to your training session even when you don't want to. You have to do it if you really love it and if you really want to achieve something.
Thank you for that kind of opinions. Of course, you have to be dedicated. You have to love that. And you have to just, like I tell you before, investigate why you moved like that or not. Why some choreographers just see you for that kind of roles or some kind of dance. It's very, very motivated and a very nice feeling when you understood you could stay in one point or with your partner, when he lifts you or something, you feel your body very, very easy, because you are preparing for that. It's good feeling.
Yes, it's not just about coming to your dance studio. Yeah. It's about thinking and brain actually.
That's right.
So, how would you explain the connection between the dance and our mental development?
Like we was talking about emotional, I think so that when we start to going on some hobby things or some sport things, we in that moment make some decisions. So I go there for doing that things. When children come to the ballroom, they want to have very beautiful dresses and high heels, and they want to
have makeup.
Yes, yeah, they want. But how they grow, they have different opinion about dancing. So they start to see the oldest dancer, better dancer, and they want to have the result. First of all, you want to have results like I want to be in the final. After that, you say I want to be in top 3. In 2 years dancing, you will say I want to be first. So, we teach children to be better than they was a day before or a week before. So, how they grow, their mental grows with them. So, it is very important to make some good decisions and be very focused about them. You have to, if you have some, how do you say it? Goal. If you have some goal, you have to do it everything to make them. But if you put yourself in that, if you put your time in that, if you have, if you make some dedication, if you are more, if you have a lot of motivation.
Yeah, but you put so effort.
Yes, that is better. You can make the result. So, I think so. How the children is growing, how the sport is growing, how the dance is growing, that the person who is traveling in that type of world, it's growing. Like person, mental, physical, in however way you want. So, that is something what you can, when you see a little girls today, you can give them some advice. You can tell him, okay, that is good, but you have to do it on this way. When you are child, it was a lot of teachers, other dancers who come, okay, Lana, bravo, that is very good, they give you motivation. So it is very important what kind of people you are. Yes, yes. The group is very important. The teacher is very important. The good atmosphere is very important. So all that stuff make you better person, make your dance better, make your, I don't know, after that you start to be one good person, I think so.
Honestly, I started dancing out of curiosity. Like, when I was a little girl, I didn't like dance at all. In contrast to like my other friends that were like training dance, gymnastics, and all those sports that were called girl sports or women's sports. Like, I liked quite opposite stuff. And I had a friend of mine that I was like hanging out. She's like 2 years older than me, and she was dancing at my current club. I was like asking her, and I was interested in what she was doing, and she said that she's training Latin American and ballroom dancing. I have never ever before that in my whole life heard of that discipline, and I was curious, like, what is Latin American dancing? It just sounded attractive to me, and that is why I started dancing. I came to that class, and that was a group class of intermediate students that are already competing and winning stuffs, while I was like new, and I thought that I will firstly go to the beginning group. But 5 years later, I can realize that helped me a lot, because that have awakened that competitive side of me, because everyone was so good around me and I wanted to fit in there. I didn't want to be like beginner that is dancing only beginning steps. I wanted to improve and I wanted to grow as fast as I can. So that's what I did. During the period of last 5 years, I have faced both positive stuff like wins and awards, as well as failures and some disappointments. What I learned is that nothing great comes easy, but if you really want to achieve something, and if you put your effort, your time, your focus and your determination in it, you will achieve it. You will achieve it one day or another. It's your choice, is it one day or day one? I have also learned that a goal without a plan is just a wish. And that's exactly where my dancing career starts. When I realized that I wish to be the first place on the national championship of Bosni and Hercegovina, I realized that I have to have a plan. How and when will I be able to achieve it? What do I have to do? Who do I have to collaborate with? And most importantly, how do I have to act towards myself and towards others? I can say that dance is not just a sport, and it's definitely much more than a physical activity. I can say that my mentality have had much bigger impact on what am I doing than my physical condition. Like when someone says that someone is talented, I cannot really agree on the existence of that word when it comes to dance, because a talent without a hard work is nothing.